Alex Thompson had always cherished the quiet rhythm of life on his sprawling ranch just outside the suburban sprawl. That crisp morning in early summer, he was out mending fences when the roar of engines shattered the peace. A convoy of SUVs and pickup trucks rolled up uninvited, disgorging a gaggle of neighbors led by Karen Mitchell, the iron-fisted president of the local homeowners association. Karen, with her perfectly coiffed hair and clipboard in hand, announced they were there to scout his land for their annual summer bash. "Your ranch has that rustic charm we've been craving," she declared, ignoring Alex's stunned expression. "It's right on the edge of our subdivision, practically part of it." Alex's blood boiled. This was his property, inherited from his grandfather, far removed from their cookie-cutter cul-de-sacs. "You're trespassing," he barked, stepping forward. "Get off my land, or I'll call the sheriff." Karen waved him off with a condescending smile, but as Alex dialed his phone, the group grumbled and retreated, shooting dirty looks over their shoulders. The harassment didn't stop there. Days later, a formal letter arrived from Karen, accusing Alex of undermining community spirit by hoarding his land like a selfish recluse. Then came the protests. HOA loyalists parked outside his gate, signs waving high with slogans like "Share the Space." They live-streamed the whole spectacle, painting Alex as a grumpy hermit blocking neighborhood fun. Whispers reached him about secret meetings where Karen twisted old maps to claim his ranch fell under HOA jurisdiction, a blatant lie. Flyers smeared his name around town, anonymous calls flooded his phone with threats, and one evening, Karen showed up with burly security guards to declare another party date on his property. "This is happening, whether you like it or not," she sneered. Alex slammed the gate in her face, but the pressure was mounting. Karen's schemes escalated wildly. She blocked his driveway with orange cones and hung banners proclaiming his fields as the future festival grounds. When Alex ripped them down, she accused him of vandalism on social media, posting doctored videos that made him look like a raging bully threatening innocent families. The online backlash was fierce. Comments calling him a land-grabbing tyrant poured in, stirring up controversy over property rights versus communal needs. Was Alex defending his heritage, or was he the entitled one denying kids a summer party? Determined not to back down, Alex dug up his deeds, snapped photos of every intrusion, and geared up for war. The first big clash came when HOA members paraded to his gate in a mock protest march, chanting for access. They tried forcing the lock, but Alex stood firm, waving legal papers. "This land is mine," end of story. The sheriff arrived just in time, citing trespass laws and scattering the crowd. Karen's eyes burned with fury as she vowed, "This isn't over. You'll regret crossing us." A tense lull followed, but it was a ruse. Soon, a construction crew appeared, claiming utility access, with forged documents bearing Alex's signature. Karen's handiwork, no doubt. She rallied other neighborhoods with flyers spreading lies about Alex hoarding resources that belonged to everyone. Vandalism spiked. Fake for sale signs hammered into his lawn, fences slashed under cover of night. Alex installed cameras, his once peaceful home now a fortress. The mob returned in force for a so-called community march, hundreds strong, chanting, "Open the gates." Karen blared through a bullhorn, accusing Alex of everything from environmental neglect to being a threat to family values. The air crackled with tension. Supporters on both sides clashed verbally, debates erupting over whether HOA overreach was justified in the name of unity. Alex, backed by a few loyal friends and the sheriff's deputies, held the line. "You're the invaders here," he shouted. Deputies broke it up, but Karen hissed promises of more trouble. Legal battles ignited next. Karen slapped Alex with a bogus lawsuit, claiming ancient HOA historical rights to his land, a move that divided the town, with some siding with her vision of shared prosperity, others decrying it as theft. Her smear campaign went viral. Edited clips showed Alex assaulting protesters. Rumors flew of his hidden agenda to sell out to developers. But then, an ally named Tom slipped Alex a bombshell, a secret recording of Karen admitting her fabrications. "We'll bend the truth until he breaks. That land should be ours." Armed with evidence, Alex countersued for harassment, defamation, and fraud, turning the tide in a storm of controversy that questioned the very ethics of community governance. The climax exploded during Karen's announced sit-in on Alex's property. Dozens arrived, only to face deputies, eviction notices, and a swarm of reporters Alex had tipped off. In the chaos, Tom played the recording over a loudspeaker. Karen's voice confessing her lies echoed across the fields. Gasps rippled through the crowd as she lunged to stop it, but it was too late. Deputies cuffed her for forgery, trespass, and incitement, her empire crumbling in real time. The mob dispersed in disbelief, a few even muttering apologies to Alex amid the fallout. In the aftermath, Karen's trial was a spectacle. Overwhelming evidence deeds, videos, that damning audio led to convictions for harassment, defamation, and fraud. She was slapped with hefty fines, stripped of her HOA position, and forced to move into a dingy rental across town. Neighbors, shamed by the exposure, pitched in to fix Alex's damaged fences, rebuilding fragile trust. Karen even sent a half-hearted letter of regret, blaming misunderstandings. Life on the ranch settled back to normal, though Alex added beefed-up security just in case. His stand became local lore, earning him quiet respect as the man who fought back against overreaching entitlement. Over a beer with Tom one evening, Alex reflected on the ordeal, the raw lessons in truth, boundaries, and sheer grit. Some battles scar you, he said, raising his glass, but they remind you what's worth defending.